Today I'm just going to show you how to basically stay in a strong position, defensive position, where you are able to throw back at an opponent at the same time. Now you don't want, the idea is basically to defend from a guy who is big, strong and has no off button. Okay, he's throwing a lot at you, you're getting hurt, it's scary, yeah, you don't know what to do. Don't panic. Worst thing you can do is panic. Alright, so what you got to do is, say if he's coming at you throwing hard, I'll show you some stuff. Okay, let's start. I do want to trip over and break my ankle, that was part of the video. Right, so you stand like this, about 20 past 12 for me, feet just over shoulder width apart, toes turned in a little, nice and easy in your stance. Now let's say you're against the guy that I've just described, so what you need to do is widen your legs a little bit, widen your stance, bend that leg a little, bend this leg, never bend over when you're going down. You always need to bend your legs when you go down, and just sit a little more into it, so you're crouching down a little, like when you're throwing a body shot to the body. Crouch, whack, crouch, whack. Sit in that stance, hold your guard up across your face. Now you can choose where you put it. You can put it more against your body. Obviously most fluid, like with what's coming at you, good fighter like Tyson Fury can move his guard around, right? But generally for me, I don't like being hit in the head, it hurts. So put it like that, yeah. You're not as fat as me, I'm guessing, so tuck these elbows in, and you should have your body as well. If you tuck these arms in, tuck them in tight so you cross your body as well. If it doesn't feel too natural and you're a big lump like me, maybe not quite so tight, but still, so you like that, you're fending. Instead you're actually a bit wider but with further down. Now in this position, what can you do? You can launch up hard into a right hand. I'll show you a regular right hand, so regular stance. Nice. If I was using better ground, let's try better ground. See the twist? Some more power. And this one, you like this, so you can actually push upward as you throw. Try and throw it upward into this big bastard's chin, like that. Catch him there. See how much more power as you pressing off from a lower stance. You can hit much harder. Now it's a bit slower, that's why generally you wouldn't fight like that. Generally you're just normal stance because you can trade more, but this guy's bigger than you, he's coming at you hard. That's what he's got waiting for him. He doesn't know it's going to come. But when you're in this stance, always look through your guard, look through the gap. Never shut your eyes. Temptation to shut your eyes is very strong when you've got a lot of hard shit coming at you. Keep them open, right? Practice keeping them open, because you're trying to wait for when he gets overconfident and he comes up on his toes. Now when you're throwing too hard, you're going to put yourself off balance. You're forward like this, all your weight's forward. See where my weight is right now? That leaves you open here, 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 yeah, everywhere. And heck, there's time for a lot of power to go in there as well. So what you want to do when someone's aggressive there like that, you're already in that thing, and guess what's going to happen? Bang! Upward, hard. Try and throw upward from the ground, like I showed in the other video. Throw as hard as you can, bang! Right, and try and catch him right on the chin. Maybe right under the nose. That might make his eyes water. I wouldn't like that. So the other thing, obviously, as I said, it's a little bit slower and you're not throwing as much. You're basically laying a little trap for a guy who's overconfident and over strong. Okay? But in the meantime, flick jab, like that. Flick jab, use that to pull his hand down, and also regular jabs, just like you would normally. Right, that's your general fighting Have that big one ready though, and feint if you need to, you know. So yeah, and then whack, yeah. And this against a guy who is all in your face and all over you and strong. This is one way to defend. Get down low. The other thing I didn't mention, I should have mentioned, is I'm assuming you're kind of a little smaller than this guy, but even if you're not, part of that is you're down. It's always harder to fight a guy when a guy kind of shrinks like that. I've fought people, I've sparred more like middleweight guys, you know, when we're just training, we're not trying to show off or anything. And I find some middleweights, especially especially when they crouch, there's like nothing, there's no target to hit. The only target is their hands, their guard, so it makes it harder when you're lower as well. That's the other thing. But it allows you to spring up suddenly. And what you want to do is, you don't want to do that as an aggressor. You want to wait till he comes forward and he's off balance. He's on his toes, he's throwing a bit too hard, and he's committed, and his face is right there to be hit. So that's one way to defend against a very aggressive fighter. Hope it helps. Cheers guys.